Hey guys, Tommy Boy 601, and today I wanted to talk about Battlefield 1 and all that new glorious information that we got from E3 and that 1 hour live stream of the match. And let me just say, Battlefield 1 is looking fantastic. It is a game that I am super pumped to play, and I can't wait for it to come out on, what is it, October 20th? No, October 21st. I was so close. So close. I cannot wait for it to come out October 21st. It looks just insane and crazy. We got a ton of new information about this. So I'm just going to start listing some things off and going in depth on some things and just kind of not going in depth on some things and just going through. So anyways, first off, new spawn system. Looks incredible. So we used to have that little 2D map and it kind of looked like you were looking down at a computer screen and like a very basic Battlefield map, but now it is literally just a miniaturized version of the battle going on, and you kind of like zoom into wherever you're spawning to, and it looks amazing. You can bayonet charge in this game. Yeah, you can just go all out. It's a quicker sprint than your regular running. However, you have a limited amount of time you can do it, and once you do it, you do suffer a mobility penalty. You can shoot, and that's pretty much about it. So if you choose to bayonet charge, you're pretty much committing to getting that kill, or you're going to be a sitting duck. You can now pull yourself up to higher places. There's actually an animation for pulling yourself up behind cover that's taller than you, and you can also use like things that are taller than you as cover now. The assault class actually has some sort of like rocket launcher that you have to use mounted onto a wall or prone. And if you don't use it like that, well, the game doesn't let you use it. But this is great because it's showing a little bit more of like a commitment to slow, more methodical gameplay. But I don't really think it's going to be like that because this game seemed to be still very run and gunny. There's now vehicle entering animations. That was something a lot of people have complained about over the years is, you know, you've almost killed a guy and he makes a run for the tank and he just ghosts into the tank and then he's there. And if he had to actually crawl into the hatch, you probably would have got him. But yeah, now there's actual vehicle entrance animations, and that looks like it was pretty cool. Speaking of vehicles, we actually got a couple more details from the live stream. There was a lot of vehicles on the screen. It looks like armored cars are going to be like the Humvees, where you can have like 5 people in them. One person has a machine gun. The rest of people are kind of just like chilling in the vehicle, using it as transport. There are going to be 3 different classes of tank: a light, a medium, and a heavy. A light tank, it looks like it was the is it Renault or Peugeot, the French tank that kind of is the template for the rest of the tanks. The one that has a rotating turret, that's going to be a single-person tank. Then they have the medium tanks, which are going to let you have 3 people in them. And then there's going to be heavy tanks, which can accompany a whole squad. Whole squad is confirmed to be back to 5 people. So I don't know if a heavy tank is going to hold 5 people or more. However, that is... we do know a squad is going to be 5 people in this game. There were lots of airplanes. It looked like they had like fighters, and it looked like in the trailer, like the fighter was able to shoot rockets. I didn't realize that was a thing in World War One. There was one that looked like it was like a bomber, and the person in the second seat could be the bombardier, and like choose when to fire down, let the bombs go, which seemed awesome because I cannot wait to do 2-person bombing runs. And then there was the Behemoth, which is the airship Zeppelin thing. And it kind of works like an AC-130 did, but it also doesn't. It's fully player-controlled, which looks amazing. And I can't wait to slowly lumber across the map. And it looks like it only has machine guns on it, but the machine guns do a metric shit ton of damage, it appeared. Something that makes sense. It also appeared that you could... spawn in it and jump out at any time, and then you could parachute, which I saw someone like fall off the thing, and I completely forgot that parachutes were a thing back then, and I was like, oh my god, he just fell off the Zeppelin. He's totally gonna die. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a parachute. There's still parachutes. That was me just being stupid. it looks like, so the assault class looks like it's going to be kind of like the engineer class. It has like an anti-tank gun. It has access to submachine guns, which were the automatic weapons in this game beyond the heavy machine guns. And so yeah, they've definitely looked like they've changed up the classes a lot. I can't wait to get my hands on it to see what classes have what in this game. As far as like ground stuff goes, the people, like, the combat seems to be very reminiscent of Battlefield 4. However, there are some updates. Like when you shoot someone, it tells you you've hit them. Like it gives you a point score on as to how much damage you've done, which I kind of like. Like it's like, hey, by the way, you've damaged them this much. They have this much health left, which is a good response to, at least that way you know. Like in Battlefield 4, you'd come around a corner and you'd both exchange gunfire with someone, and you if you died, you're like, I swear I put enough lead into him. And now it actually gives you a representation of how much damage that you were able to do them before they were able to kill you. So it kind of feels a little bit more fair. But beyond that, it's interesting. Levolution is kind of back. Like they're not calling it Levolution. That name is dead. However, the ability for the map to change due to players' actions is huge. From the stream, it looked like that whole town in the middle, it can be flattened at any point. During the gameplay reveal trailer, they showed the Zeppelin crashing down on that area and just like flattening that whole town, and that made it look like, yeah, you can definitely just flatten anything. Beyond that, the buildings now also are able, so once, like previously, you would get a building down to its foundation, and then it would just be a solid piece of concrete. Well, now that on like the base floor, they have floorboards that can be broken through, and you can divot down into what is the foundation of that house. Part of that is they do have terrain deformation with explosions. So when something explodes, it's going to create a crater in the ground. So I can absolutely see on, like, if people start doing like crazy amount of time on Conquest servers, a whole area just becoming like a no man's land like it was in World War II. Another thing that is Levolution-y is dynamic weather. So during the stream, all the games started out as sunny. The first one was sunny and it stayed sunny the whole time. The next one, it was sunny and then it moved into a rain, and it looked beautiful. The rain was like on the people's guns, and it changed the whole feel of that map, and I'm really looking forward to this thing. And in the last game, it actually went from sunny to foggy. So it is completely, there is many ways. I'm looking forward to how the weather is going to change the maps for this game. Other things, tanks can now be healed. So tanks, there's a whole now like a vehicle specialist class, and he has like the repair torch, or in this case a hammer, and he can actually repair inside the tank. However, it takes that position down from being effective. So you can, in theory, have a whole tank of repairers, which would be really cool to do. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Some other cool things. The UI has been updated. That's for sure. It kind of reminds me of Battlefront. It's a very clean, the text on the UI. And there's some things that most of us have wanted, like when a flag is being contested, it tells you how many the ratio of one team to the other, so you kind of have an idea of, oh, should I even try to go over there, or will I just get slaughtered by 12 dudes? So yeah, that is most of the stuff that we learned yesterday from the Battlefield 1 live stream. I'm sure I'm missing other things. Let me know what you saw down below. Guys, my name's TommyBoy601. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button. Give me a like. Hope you have a good rest of your day. See ya.